Hey guys, it's me, Halloween Dan. I just thought we'd do a really quick video to show you. This is our update of our haunt video to show you that we have started our haunt. So let's have a look at it. Let's see what we think about it. So
Stop.
Finn's here
Stop.
and Ella's here.
Yeah.
And we've been working on this all day, haven't we?
Yeah.
Bits and bobs now. So this is what we are calling phase 2 of our haunt. This isn't the final phase, nor is it the first. The last week we did start, we just put in our perimeter fence, our very basic perimeter fence. We brought just the bare bones, excuse the pun, of the pirate ship out. Obviously it isn't finished yet, we've just brought the skeleton of it out. Another pun. And that was about it. We didn't really have an awful lot else. We had this little skeleton guy around here just kind of welcoming people to the display, but that was it. But today we've gone whole hog. We have gone into phase 2, which phase 2 is basically adding lights. So we've got 3 floodlights aimed up at the house, 1 on either side over there, and this is my new great big one. We've got the water effect, fire and ice, whatever you want to call it, light that's aimed up at my ship. I will try and change that colour. That's correct. And then we basically just, what we always do at this phase is it's just a whole bunch of ghosts, including our techie flying ghost, who is flying once again across the walkway in front of our house. So we've got a whole host of reapers, basic reapers that I've had for many years, as well as our great big ghost here, who always looks quite ominous actually. We've got a small sort of happy ghost here. He's standing by my obelisk, which I'll talk about in a minute, but you can see the blue light right on the side. Got our little skeleton guy. He's been introducing people to the haunt the last few days. He's saying now, some of the spirits have awoken, but something tells me there's plenty more to come. Da, da, da. Then we've got this guy. He was new this year. This is my new Grim Reaper. Yeah, he's a whole lot of fun. Then on this side of the haunt, we've got my pillars. My pillars needed a bit of restoration work this year, but I think they're pretty good in general. I've managed to fix them up okay. I don't think they'll last another season though, and I did remake my Medway Manor sign, so that's kind of cool. We've got our staring skeleton on the door in amongst our favourite eyeball door covering.
And our
Really cool.
pumpkins.
Couple of small pumpkins, great. We've got a whole bunch of fake cobweb, which is glowing in the black light that I've got concealed around here, which just lights up the entrance of the haunt. Looks really, really good. And then on this side, this is the side that's got really the most new addition. This will be the witch's house. So the witches, last year you might remember that my Winnie the Witch, my Costco witch, did not have a very happy time when it rained. So I thought, I've got to cover her, I've got to do something for her. But then of course this year I've also got Lily, Lethal Lily, to think about, and I want to give her somewhere nice to hang out. So this is the bare bones of a witch's house for the witches to stand in. I am going to add a few nice little things. We've got some candles to hang about and a few bits that are going to make it look a bit more like a witch's house, as well as our cauldron stand that's here. We've not put the cauldron on yet. And yeah, it should be a lot of fun.
If we put Winnie there and then we put Lily next to them, because Winnie has the cauldron and she says, "Come along, girls," then that will work.
Oh, okay. So we've got more ghosts. The ghosts that I have just kind of make up the background of the haunt, the most basic sort of elements of my haunt. Down here, you've probably heard him going off several times. This is my Costco pumpkin, which is colour changing and laughing and making howling noises. He's a lot of fun. But in general, I think this is a good phase 2. I think we're enjoying phase 2. It's all coming together quite well. I think it'll look really good when we've got our bigger elements like our animatronics and skeletons and all the other things that make up our hall. But right now, I'm loving the light up green facade of the house. I love that added little bit of purple there around the porch. I love the ghosts. The ghosts themselves do look quite eerie and creepy. And yeah, oh, I'll just talk briefly about my obelisk. You might remember I did say I was going to try and create a kind of a cracking effect in the ground with the light, so it kind of looked like the light was cracking through the ground. Yeah, it didn't work. I gave it a quick go. It didn't work particularly well, and so I'm going to have to give it a bit of a miss, I think. But it still looks really good, and it's got the glowing blue light inside it. So yeah, it's all looking really good so far. Oh, and there's my giant cobweb as well, which I didn't mention, that we've kind of strung along the side of the house in the background. Again, I think it just adds a nice spooky effect. Anyway guys, that was just a real quick one today, just to show you where we're up to with our haunt, to show you that we have indeed started. And yeah, phase 2 has been implemented. Next week, phase 3, the final phase, gets implemented, and it is our full haunt experience. I'm not sure. Either way, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Keep it spooky. Bye.